Hey guys, Michael here. I have a laser to share with you. Now this laser is actually a budget-friendly laser, but don't let the word budget fool you. This has this exact same capacity as some of the bigger, more expensive brands. Stick with me. Let's get to it. The laser I want to share with you today is by a company named Comgrow. Comgrow is a China-based company. They've been in business for about 5 years now. They focus on industrial grade 3D printers and DIY laser engravers such as this one here. So full disclosure, Comgrow sent me this laser to check out and share with all of you. So I just wanted to throw that out there so you're aware of that. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's introduce the Comgrow Comgo Z1 laser. Comgrow sent me their 10-watt version of their Z1 laser. They also had this available in the 5-watt. However, this is the 10-watt, which is actually perfect because I can compare this to the other 10 watts that I actually have already. So as far as what you get in the box, you get the extruded aluminum frame and legs. You get the laser head with a magnetic shield. You have the brains of the operation that comes with the connectivity to a computer via USB cable, or it has a wireless adapter inside that you can actually use an app on your cell phone to control and send images to it to engrave. You get a bag with belts and tools. You get the USB cable. You get laser-friendly safety glasses. You get a bag full of nuts, bolts, an SD card, and an SD card reader. On that SD card, you'll get a bunch of software and video links to their website about covering various topics. You get a focusing block, and then also you get the power adapter. So before you put this together, I highly recommend that you take out that SD card, put it in your computer, and have a look at the links they give you. Because I put this together wrong. I put this bar here upside down in reverse, and it didn't work, and I didn't realize that until I actually tried to put the gantry on, and then I had to go back and take it apart and put it all back together again. So before you put it together, watch the YouTube videos. Don't do what I did. This thing's really sturdy. It doesn't really, once you put it together, it doesn't move. It doesn't get out of square. I can pick this thing up and actually put it on top of something I want to engrave, or I can put it back in its home. So as far as where I keep it on a waste board. This is a piece of 3/4 inch MDF, and I glued some squares with some holes cut out to match the feet of this engraver. And this is what it looks like here. So I can pick this thing up, move it around, and I can put it back on here, or I can carry it all together, because if I need to get it out of the way when I'm doing some stuff on my workbench and not using the laser engraver, I can carry this just like this and get it out of the way. As far as the laser goes, the laser spot diameter is 0.08 by 0.08 diameter. The working area is 400 by 400 millimeters. The maximum speed that this particular laser can go is 5,000 millimeters per minute. The y-axis here that moves the gantry up and down actually has 2 motors on here, which is way better than one, because if you have one, this side may be a little bit lagging, but if you have 2 driving at the same time, it's going to stay parallel, perpendicular to what you're wanting to engrave on. So as far as focusing goes, you have to use their focusing block. Again, this is a 7mm block. You'll put the material down, you'll put the focusing block on top of the material, loosen the 4 bolts, slide the laser head until it touches, tighten the bolts, and then pull the focusing block out of the way. The really nice thing about this laser head is it has a 4.5-inch worth of play from 0 all the way up to the top, which is equivalent to about 114.3 millimeters. So as far as safety goes, this has an anti-tilt automatic shutoff. It's an adjustable from 20 degrees up to 70 degrees, depending on where you set it. When it hits that certain degree, it's going to shut the laser off completely. That way, if you accidentally knock this off the table, hopefully that doesn't happen, but if you do, as soon as it tilts and detects that tilt, it'll actually shut the laser off. Let's talk accessories for a minute. I have their honeycomb here. This is their small honeycomb. This one actually is 400 by 400. But once you take in consideration the 1-inch frame around there, you lose about 50 millimeters. So you're about 350 by 350 working area, although the laser itself has a 400 by 400. They have a much bigger one that I highly recommend over this one. It's only maybe $30 more, but what you get out of that versus it, you might as well go with the bigger one. It just makes sense. Taking a closer look at this is what the base looks like here. This honeycomb is made of steel, so you can use magnets to hold stuff down, where the bottom part is actually made of aluminum. This enclosure that you saw at the beginning of the video, this enclosure is made of a fireproof material. I think they have a blowtorch test that they show on their website. But this enclosure actually comes in two different sizes. This is the small of their size. And it fits this Z1 perfectly. It does have the zippered front and the laser protection screen here. Let me show you what that looks like. So it is tinted. They do show this actually rolled up in the pictures. However, there's no Velcro or anything to roll this up. So if I did try to roll this up, it would just unroll. Also, they don't have a frame here in the middle, and that's on purpose so you can get stuff in and out, including the honeycomb. However, I noticed it wants to pull in instead of holding outwards. What I might do is add a dowel at the top to hold that open on purpose right there, because you're not going to go back there anyway, and that'll keep this from wanting to sag. But this lid here actually does a great job of keeping the smoke out, protecting you, keeping the kids away from it while it's running. But you have to have let me show you real quick. You have to have a 4-inch exhaust hose as well as a fan to attach to this. I don't have that, so I'm unable to really utilize this just yet. They also have a bigger fireproof enclosure that's a little bit taller, and as you can see here, it has more features. It actually has a door on the side for the cables, and it also has a built-in LED light inside of it, which is really cool. They offer a low-profile rotary roller. As you can see, it's really low profile. It's about the thickness of my hand here. So I don't have it set up yet, but Comgrow also sent me an air assist for the Z1 that's also compatible with Xtool's D1. And they also offer a smoke purifier that you can use with the engraver and plug it into the desktop enclosure to extract the smoke smell. So as far as software goes, you have 3 different options. Number 1 is using a cell phone app and using the Wi-Fi feature of this Comgrow Z1. However, if you're not going to go that route and you actually want a little bit more features, you're going to use one of 2 different softwares. Number 1 is the free version, Laser Gerbil. That one, you can't really design in it, but it's used to actually send information to your Z1 to engrave or to cut. And the other one is Lightburn. Most diode lasers on the market today use Lightburn, and that's the one I'm going to use, or I have been using with this. As far as purchasing Lightburn, you can purchase it from the website, or you can purchase from Comgrow's website. Either way, at the time of this video, it is $60. And so it doesn't matter where you purchase it from, even though you can get it directly in your bundle from Comgrow, it's still going to run you $60. So let's talk pricing when it comes to this budget-friendly laser. On the website, you had the ability to purchase the Z1 in a 5-watt or a 10-watt. The 5-watt is going to save you $90 versus the 10-watt. However, if you decide to later on say that 5-watt's not enough, I want to upgrade to their 10-watt. That 10-watt module itself is going to cost you $200. So I think you're better off spending the $90 extra. Yes, you're going above and beyond that little budget value you're trying to stick to. However, it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run to go ahead and get the 10-watt. Now you had the full capacity and the full laser capacity that other 10-watt diode lasers offer, and you still save money by getting the Comgrow versus another one. Also, they give you the option to bundling different things like getting the honeycomb with the laser and the enclosure, or adding the rotary, or adding the air assist. So there's a lot of different bundles you can get. I'll put a link down below to their website. Check it out and see what all kind of options they have. So this is the result of what I've been working on and show you here in this video. This is their logo cut with 1/4 inch birch plywood and another piece 1/4 inch birch plywood. I spray painted it separately and glued it on here using some CA glue. I think that came out really well. It comes with the safety glasses. Make sure you use those when you're laser engraving. It does have this magnetic held on cover, but you can still actually get exposed to the laser. So I highly recommend you wear the glasses when you're using this. I did a little comparison between the Comgrow 10-watt versus my Ortor 10-watt. Now I did want to see what the difference was, what they look like if I put them up head to head against each other using a test file. So I'll put a copy of this test file up on the screen here. As you can see, the Ortor Laser Master 3, it looks a little cleaner, and there's less charring. Number one, I think it looks cleaner with the finer lines because the Ortor does have a finer focal point, where the laser is thinner when it actually contacts the wood than the Comgrow does. However, the Comgrow held its own, and as you can see, the Comgrow is the only one that actually cut through the material. Also, in the back side, you can see that the Comgrow almost cut through 2 other spots, whereas the Ortor did not. This piece of wood was 5.2 millimeters thick, and again, it's the exact same file that I used on both of them. Now, Comgrow does have some more charring around there, and I think that may be due to the design of it. They both have a fan blowing down. Laser or the air assist does not turn on either one. However, they both have a fan blowing down, but I think Ortor does a better job using the internal fan of the laser head to actually kind of clear the debris more. So that's all I want to share with you today. I am going to include a link to this as well as the accessories in the description down below. Now the links are going to be affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything, but it actually gives me a little kickback if you do purchase those links. I would appreciate if you did. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification button because I'm actually going to have a few more videos coming up that's going to be, like I said, showing off the air assist and the rotary tool. That's it for now. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.